Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Marion from Marion Crochets. You probably have interacted with me on Instagram mostly, or TikTok, or Facebook. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. I assume you have. So during this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to crochet this amazing ruffled heart. I really look at it. It is so beautiful. I'm in love with this design. It was a request from a friend of mine. Hi Acheng, how are you doing? She saw me post this on my WhatsApp status and she fell in love with it. I had made a green one before for my client and she requested me to do this tutorial and here we are. Thank you Acheng for inspiring this. So I've made this in this amazing, this gorgeous color, but I have made a few more others like this orange one. So if you do not crochet and would love to promote my work, I'm going to leave a link in the description. Click on it. It will take you directly to my shop where you can shop this and amazing other designs that I have. You know me, I do amazing things. So give this video a thumbs up if you actually like it. I know you will like it because it's so easy to construct. I only used double crochet, and then also the ruffles are just double crochet. So grab your yarn, grab your tools, and let's get into the video. Thank you so much. So I am going to use acrylic yarn robin. It's 100% acrylic and in chunky, and for that I'm going to use a 5mm crochet hook. Other things that you need are a tape measure. Get your tape measure, your pair of scissors, a darning needle, and of course some stitch markers. So without wasting time, let's just get right into it. So as we begin, I need to point out that this is one of those projects that you will need to have to make a magic ring. But since I do not know how to make a magic ring, I want to show you an alternative way to start your project. So make a slip knot, and this very slip knot is going to act as our magic ring. So go ahead and chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And in this very first chain, that is where we're going to work all our double crochets, and we need to have 10 double crochets on the very first round. So this first chain 2 is acting as our first double crochet. So go in with a double crochet, pull up a loop, pull through 2 and pull through 2. That is our second double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook inside that very first chain, pull up a loop. You have 3, pull through 2 and pull through the remaining 2. Now we're going to continue until we have a total number of 10 double crochets. So these are 3, 4, 5, 6 double crochets, 7, 8, 9, and the very last one, 10. Now you will pull this circle, pull everything together, and then you work a slip stitch on top of the chain 2 from on the very first chain. So we have successfully completed our first round. Now we're going to chain 2, and at the beginning this doesn't count as a stitch, but it will at the end of this round. So let me show you how we're going to work. And at the end of this row, at the end of this round, you should have 20 stitches. So in the first one we're doing 2. So we are doing 2 stitches on top of each and every double crochet from the previous round. So place 2 double crochets. So let's count together to ensure we have the right number of stitches. 1, remember I'm counting from the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And now we want to do the 19th stitch right here. 19. And now this very first chain 2 is acting as our 20th stitch. It marries this 19th one to make another pair. So you will close up your round like that. So we have 2 rounds. Now we have a total number of 20 stitches, and now on the 3rd round we're going to end up with 30 stitches. You will start with a single double crochet. Remember, on the 2nd row we started with 2 double crochets, and now we're starting with 1 double crochet, and in the 2nd we do 2 double crochets. So the pattern is 1 double crochet, and in the 2nd stitch you do 2 double crochets. 1 double crochet followed by 2 double crochets. So continue. I will meet you once I'm done with this round. I've come towards the end of this round, and remember, we always place the last double crochet right in this space for it to marry our first chain 2 to make the very last stitch like that. And then you slip stitch on top of the chain 2 and you're done with that round. So now you should be having a total number of this was 20, so you should have 30 stitches. Now to start our round 1, 2, 3, our round 4, you will also chain 2 and start with a double crochet in the very first stitch. In the 2nd stitch also place a double crochet. Now in the 3rd stitch, that is where we place our increase. So we are increasing in the 3rd stitch. So repeat that, a double crochet followed by another double crochet, and then in the 3rd stitch you do 2 double crochets. That is an increase. Now continue with the same pattern until we meet up in the very last just before we complete the row. Now I've worked my increase. Now I need to do my 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then in the very last stitch we complete it with another double crochet that will marry the very first stitch, slip stitch, and now ensure you have a total number of 40 double crochets. To begin the 5th row, or rather the 5th round, chain 2 and place a single double crochet in that very first stitch, followed by another double crochet and another double crochet. So those are 3. Now in the 4th stitch, that is where we'll work our increase. So we place 2 double crochets in that very stitch and continue working the pattern. So we have 1, 2, 3 double crochets followed by an increase. So 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth stitch do an increase. So on this row we are increasing on the fourth stitch, and by the end of the row you should have 50 double crochets. So always count. If you're unsure, always count to make sure you have the right number. So continue working your round and I'll meet you at the end. I'm coming towards the end of this row, so I am going to do 1, 2, 3 double crochets, and then in the very last stitch we place a double crochet and then slip stitch on top of the chain 2 space that we began with, and now we have a total number of 50 stitches. Now on the sixth round you will have a total of 60 stitches. On the seventh you'll have 70. On the eighth you'll have 80. So continue working until when you measure your diameter you should have 9 inches. So let me work my piece off camera and then I'll come back to tell you how many rounds I worked. Almost like 8 or 9 rounds. So continue working and then we'll meet. Just remember to place this double crochet just before you complete your round, so that you have a complete set of stitches that you need to make this heart. So I have my 8 rounds and these are giving me 9 inches in diameter. I am happy with my coverage, so I'm going to add three rows of non-increasing row, just 3 rows of 80 stitches. So chain 2 and do 3 rows of double crochets. So not increasing, just double crochets, okay? Getting your 11 rows, or the total number of rows that you have, you should have something sitting like this. So now we're going to do a reduction row, and this is how we're going to work it. Chain 1, in the next space insert a hook, pull up a loop. In the next space insert a hook, your hook, pull up a loop. You have 3 on your hook, you pull through them all, and now you're going to get a stitch marker and mark this very stitch. This is the first stitch we've reduced. We're also going to continue reducing. Just insert your hook and pull up a loop. Once you have 3, pull through them all. Insert a hook, pull up a loop. Insert a hook, pull up a loop in the next space, and then pull through them all. Now continue working this reduction row, and I will meet you once you're done. So at this point your heart should be looking like this. It's looking this wavy because we have been decreasing. After you have decreased, your heart should look this wavy. Don't worry. Now we are going to work now the ruffles. Let's remove our stitch marker and chain 2, and now in this first stitch work 3 double crochets. 3 double crochets in one stitch. In the next stitch work 3 double crochets. Of course, you can work even 4 double crochets in the same stitch, but I choose to work 3 double crochets. And then also the next row will also have 3 double crochets in each and every stitch, and also the third row will also have 3 double crochets on each and every stitch. This will help your hat to be as fabulous as possible, and the ruffles will be amazing. So continue working 3 double crochets in each and every stitch. So at this point, actually, I'm done with everything. You will just work now your ruffles. Just pull up a chair, sit down and relax and work your ruffles. And I wish that you connect with me on my socials. If you follow me on TikTok, I'm Marion Crochets. Say hi. If you follow me on Instagram, please share your recreations. I would love to see them. Anywhere else, even on Twitter or Facebook, Marion Crochets. If you're not a crocheter and you would like to promote me, please do so. I have a link in the description box below where you can buy my finished products. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share with your people so that my channel can actually grow, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't. Thank you so much. My name is Marion, and I shall see you in my next video. So guys, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel, like this video and share, and please leave a comment. Tell me what you love mostly about this very art, and make more. Share your work on Instagram. I really want to see those recreations. Thank you and bye. See you in the next video.